but they are birds and they are watching me, and they were quite funny at the window. So when is the right time to buy space this year? Now is really the best time to put some stocks in your portfolio, because this year is actually one of the most exciting years for Virgin Galactic, guys. If there's a recession, if there's like a bad time on the market, if the company delivers, the stock will rise. When is the right time to buy space this year? As we know, this is my most favorite question, right? Because usually there is no best time to buy, because you cannot predict company events or news or milestones that are unannounced coming to the public knowledge, right? So they can come up with something totally that is unexpected and the stock goes up. So the best time to buy would be actually before the event. But let's be honest, nobody knows what is cooking in the kitchen of space, but we know what's happening this year. This year is actually one of the most exciting years for Virgin Galactic, guys. Okay, we are having the end of the enhancement period in Q3. Then we will have some test flights, not only from the SpaceShip 2, but also SpaceShip 3. We will start with the commercial operations. We will have more research missions, and so on and so forth. So I feel like the year end is the most exciting thing. And let me tell you what this means for the stock, okay? Let us have a look what Space did just on Monday. On Monday, we gained almost 6% just because the overall market was celebrating, right? And we are now going to the $11 mark, which was crazy. If I would tell you that we will be soon in just a couple of weeks at $11, you would say I'm crazy. Okay, and you will say at the end of the video I'm crazy because I will tell you that the stock will reach actually $30 this year. So you will triple your investment if this really comes true. Obviously, never financial advice, okay? But let's have a look. So this week, or let's say this month, was pretty amazing because we went to the lowest point of $6.80 and then to the highest point since a long time, $11, right? So let's see when we was the last time at $11. This was actually last February, and before that it was just January. So just 2 or 3 times in this quarter we were at this levels, and now it seems to be interesting if we break out, or this is the currently top, because as you can see here in February we couldn't go over 11. Then also here in January we couldn't go over 11, and here also another attempt, but here we didn't made it to 10. Here we didn't made it to 10 as well. Then we broke out through 10, we made it to 11.01 and then broke down again. So the question is really if we can hold those levels at 11, or the 11 thing, resistance is a kind of top. But let's put this to the side. I was speaking about the opportunities of the end of the year, and usually what happened to the stock, which happened now a couple of times, is the following. Okay, look at this beautiful two-hill chart here. So let's recap what happened actually. Okay, so the stock was launched, okay, then we had the absolute mania, which was basically beginning of let us have a look even further away here. So we started, it was a SPAC, so, you traded around $10. Then we went down to like $7, which was, not nice for the SPAC because you lost about 30% of your investment, unfortunately. But then we had this crazy mania of, cheap money, everything goes high. And then basically you had January and February of 2022, just before COVID hit, and this was the crazy times where we reached $33 per share, okay? Triple your investment since the SPAC IPO, right? Now, then, everything went unfortunately bad, right? So we lost until $12, and then a couple of things happened. So the stock traded then for a long time between like $10, $12, $14, and $25. Okay, then they announced the brand new CEO coming from Disney, Michael Colglazer, right? This pushed the stock to 25 almost, right? And then we had the anticipation towards the test flights. This is what I'm talking about. This is usually the period where the stock can go from here, let's say August, till January 2021, 211%. And then what happened? Another, let's say, sell-off. Why? Because there was the announcement that there's the problem and they need to fix it, the electric magnetic fields issues, right? So they had to, change the cables and everything. They had like, I think 3 months time for that, a whole quarter where people just said, this is bad, I'm selling my stock, even though they went to space before that, okay? Anyway, what happened then? I said, like, guys, remember, they will do it. And everybody was, no, they have issues, always delays. This is the story of the company. But then, it happened. They said they will fly in May, and they flew in May. So what happened in May? The stock started to raise, right, from about 22 to the highest points to around 60 with the flight of Richard Branson as well, right? So you had like a crazy run again of 130%, right? So this was another crazy run. So I think like this run is inevitable for the end of the year. I mean, you have this, past never repeats itself, but it gives us patterns, okay? If this is any of the patterns, again, and then they announced that they will raise capital, people sold, like shareholders sold their stakes, or some part of the stakes, even for some people very small stakes. Then there was the announcement that they will go for many months into the enhancement period to fly more often and make the fleet better, right? And the people said, oh, let's sell off. And also the party on the stock market kind of cooled off a little bit. So that's why you saw that there's a lot of birds there, by the way, right now. Just, I don't know if they're interested in space. Guys, let me show it to you real quick. I don't know if you can see it, but, but they are birds, and they are watching me, and they were quite funny at the window. So, yeah, with that said, let's continue with this video. So I think if this is any of an indication of the past and the stock behavior, then now is really the best time to put some stocks in your portfolio, because there will be some front runners to that, okay? If we are speaking about Q3 readiness of the space fleet, we are talking about the last 3 months that you can buy for cheap, okay? And it doesn't matter then what happens with the overall stock market. If the company delivers, they can go through, if there's a recession, if there's like a bad time on the market, the stock will rise, okay? We have seen that many times throughout the history of the stock market. Even though great companies are, improving over a period, there was companies that even went up in price and stock price during the financial crisis. So you can imagine how strong that is, okay? So, and now you can see that we actually might have seen the bottom here at we're at 6.7 dollars, and seems to be since then, on the recovery. Meanwhile, 44.78% recovery so far, approximately. So I think that this is now the best time to buy, because you will see the front runners, you will see people getting, the news, and as soon as the news come now, if you didn't bought at 6, like I many times predicted that it will reach around $6. I was hoping it even goes to 6, but it seems like this was the floor for now, and you miss on 50% already, right? So I feel like there's a lot of potential through the hype, through the nature of the business, through announcements, through test flights. This is what the stock will be moving so far. Okay, so I really hope you enjoyed and you like this kind of videos, because I feel like there's a lot of space enthusiasts out there, and if you want to not only know about investing but also about the day trading world, what I do beside my with a small group of people, then check out the trailer in the end of this video to see what I'm offering. And thank you very much for watching, and stay tuned and check out the links into the description. Thank you very much. Take care. Let me introduce you to my brand new product, X10 Day Trading. Basically, you are sick and tired of your 9-to-5 jobs like I was, then this is for you. Or you just want to get a little bit of money on the side, a couple of $1,000s per month with day trading, where you don't need to know technical analysis and where you watch only 10 videos to know the strategy that I used to 10x $2,000. Yes, in 1 month, and I did it twice. And let me tell you what comes with it: a 30-minute call with me, plus an exclusive group that is coming only with this purchase, plus a second 30-minute call with me a couple of weeks later to see if you're going. So I'm holding your hand, but obviously it's time limited, so 50 people maximum. Get in if you want right now.